did when I first started this website is we came up with this. I met with these two young guys who sat with me for a couple of days, and we talked about the business. And you know, most of the things that I've said to the band and ideas I've tried to get were kind of these big picture things, right? And I'm sure you've had the same thing, and we'll talk about it. But there's also a very nuts and bolts side of the business. So we put together a bunch of videos, my idea of what everybody's doing or should be doing in a perfect world. We called them Ren 101s, and I thought it would be appropriate today in terms of trying to help educate people a little bit to that college crowd type of thing about the real business. So today I wanted to show my take on what it's to be a manager. It's called Ren 101. I want to show the video, my take, and then I want to have you do the Beno 101. Okay, fire away, gentlemen. We muted? Yeah. Well, look what the wind blew in. So you want to learn about the music business, huh? All right, let's get started on Ren 101. Today, we're going to talk about managers. Manager. For you to understand what a manager is, you have to understand what the music business is, and that means understanding the players, understanding what they do, and understanding how they're going to work for you. So, that means understanding the record company, it means understanding the publicist, it means understanding what your agent does, understanding what a promoter does, what motivates them, what makes them work. It means understanding your artists and what they're facing. It means understanding what a producer does. We're going to cover all of that at Ren 101. So by the time we're done, folks, you'll understand the whole of the business and you'll understand what it means to be a manager. Stay with us. Being a manager, people ask me all the time, you know, what is it to be a manager? What is it that a manager does? You and I know they don't teach rock management at USC.
Right.
If I ask you to describe what's it like to be a manager, Beno, your profession, how would you describe that?
I mean, I think the manager at the end of the day is the responsible party that needs to be sort of, in business terms, the gatekeeper or the CEO, if you will, of that artist. I mean, and equally as important is to understand your artist. When I do work for my client Cypress Hill, I think of that brand very differently than I think of AFI or Alice in Chains, or as you do with Incubus. You have to know your artist, and you have to know what their demographic is and how to win those fans, keep those fans, and grow those fans. There's two very distinct aspects of management, in my opinion. There's the art and there's the commerce. And the great managers understand the overlap because you can't collide them. Otherwise, you will disrupt either or both sides. So the key is the overlap of understanding the artist and growing that artist and taking what's great from that artist and helping them grow that, as well as growing the commerce side so your artist can have a career. Thoroughness, follow through. I mean, there's so many, as you know, there's so much administration on the other side that people never see, that don't show up on the stat sheet, that really create, you know, this thing keeping on moving forward. So it's a lot, but if you have a great staff or a good work ethic, I think you can do it.
There's also, I'll throw some description. That's the highbrow version of I'll say. I'll throw out some things at you. Babysitter.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yes.
Psychologist.
Yes. Thick skin, yes.
Plumber.
Yes.
Right? Doormat.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Those are some of the worst things.
If you can't take a beating, don't be a manager.
Exactly. How you deal with honesty.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, I think that the great managers are willing to have the talk with their clients and be honest, and I think that the ones that aren't, that are scared, will ultimately end up being managed by their artists, and we'll get let go, because at the end of the day, it's about one thing: results.
Exactly.
And your artist believing in you and being a leader.